Right, Gunners, welcome back to the Arsenal podcast and welcome to the early Arsenal paper talk with me, Kosi. Always on time and always here with you to give you what the papers have written about Arsenal, what the blogs and websites are writing about Arsenal. So many stories here. Fans are coming back on, to the pitch, to the stands. This is really interesting. Dani Ceballos announcement is very soon. Elsman announced is going to stay at Arsenal. PSG are close to Hector Bellerin, and of course Amand Traore, one Arsenal legend, one Arsenal ex-boy, is comparing Thomas Partey to Gilberto Silva and Patrick Vieira. Would you buy that? Let us get straight up into the news. Please subscribe to the channel. First and foremost, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let us smash the the likes on the video until we get tired. So whoever arrives, smash the like button. I'll start with Dani Ceballos because I think this is the headline on the video, so you guys won't say it's a clickbait. According to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal are set to announce Dani Ceballos very soon. Now you remember we have been singing this from the start of the week. This is, I think today's Wednesday or Thursday. I even don't remember, but today is Thursday, and we have been singing this from Sunday that a deal has been struck, a deal has been agreed between Real Madrid and Arsenal. We have been singing this day in, day out. Fabrizio Romano himself coming out to confirm that the deal is done. Real Madrid also confirmed that they're letting out two players. James Rodriguez, who is now an Everton player, confirmed, done deal. Everton have sealed it, announced it is going now. Everton is going to buy Doucouré, so that means that that is how fast Everton are running their business. Now Arsenal only in the same days we finished Dani Ceballos' loan, and the player also gave us a hint on Instagram by posting a clock, clicking like showing you that it's just a matter of time for me to come back to Arsenal. All the news, Football.London, The Athletic, The Guardian have confirmed that the player is back at Arsenal, and according to Fabrizio Romano, is saying in a tweet on his official Twitter handle, 1.5 million Twitter followers, he says Arsenal are very close to announcing Dani Ceballos after announcing Gabriel Magalhaes. Probably even before we hear that Aubameyang is being announced, we might hear that Dani Ceballos has been announced as an Arsenal player on loan. Now the loan deal, that loan deal is going to cost us no money. It's going to cost us no money, but we shall pay all the wages, full wages of Dani Ceballos until the summer of 2021. That is at the end of the season. So guys, that is the big news. That's the big news. Dani Ceballos is going to be announced at Arsenal. Arsenal paper talk. We have broken the story according to Fabrizio Romano. So guys, get set. Maybe you were very excited when Gabriel Magalhaes, signed for Arsenal and was announced. You are not, you are not yet. We are not done. We are still signing more players, and Dani Ceballos is the next player on the list. Our talks are still ongoing. Edu is trying his best to see that he can get in house an hour this week or next week. Let us wait for that. We are still looking at signing in more players. Look at Thomas Partey. We are still looking at his signature. So we are very busy in the transfer market. That is what I can assure you. Fans are coming back to the pitch, blood. Fans are coming back to the pitch. The watch alongs are going to be very interesting, man. So according to Football.London, Arsenal, actually according to Football.London and The Express, because I read two pieces about this, Arsenal is preparing to welcome fans back to the pitch on 3rd of October when we will be playing against Sheffield United in the Premier League. Confirmed 3rd October is when fans are going to come back to the pitch. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be very massive and interesting. So of course, let me tell you the truth. Football without fans in the stand is, I don't know, is as boring as what? Which game do you know that is quite very boring, guys? Fans make an integral part of football. That's the truth. And the reason as to why many clubs are struggling with financial issues is because fans are out of the stands. Clubs are no longer making in the money they were making. But of course, with COVID-19 getting every day getting weaker and weaker, and vaccines are being manufactured here and there, probably we're going to have immunization and so on. The social distancing mechanisms are put to test, and they're trying to work. There are very few footballers who have contacted coronavirus in the past games. Probably now we are going to try to get the fans back, which is really interesting. Of course, the capacity of the Emirates is around 60. Is around 60,000. 600, I think. And we are going to be bringing back 15,000. So out of the 600,000 that we can accommodate at the Emirates, we shall have 15,000 first. So that means the social distancing mechanisms are also still going to be in place. That's the truth. So 15,000 fans will be given a chance to come back to the pitch at the Emirates Stadium on October the 3rd if nothing changes. I don't know what the criteria is going to be. You guys are going to ask me, Kosi, how can I get my my head into the Emirates on October 3rd? I really don't know the criteria. How are they going to do it? Because there are so many fans that are desperate to get back to the pitch, to the stands. Maybe they are going to I don't know the criteria, really. I don't know the criteria they're going to use. But that's the truth. Fans are coming back to the pitch. Interesting stuff. For me, I think football, even if I'm on the pitch, I'm on the TV, and fans are in the stands, it really makes more sense. And clubs are going to make the money. Just imagine, the new kits. Who's going to wear the new kits? How are clubs going to make money in the new kits if fans are not coming back to the pitch? There are people who support Arsenal, and they buy a jersey, they buy a shirt, every match. So I think this is really, really great news for Arsenal, especially when it comes to the finances. Amanda Diawara, an ex-Arsenal player, says Thomas Partey should be signed at Arsenal because he is angry and hungry like Gilberto Silva and Patrick Vieira. Do I compare Thomas Partey to Gilberto Silva and Patrick Vieira? No, I think no. Trust me, he is a legend. I don't say that Thomas Partey cannot do that, or he cannot be like Patrick Vieira, but I think for issues of respect, I think Patrick Vieira is too far. But of course he has the qualities. I think the player himself, Partey, has the qualities to become another Gilberto Silva, Patrick Vieira. If he joins us, works very hard, gives us what we expect out of him, because fans, that's what they want to see. They want to see you add something extraordinary to their club. Like me as a fan, I want to see a player who adds something extraordinary to Arsenal. I want to see a midfielder who's going to block the passes of enemies. I want to see a midfielder who can create more chances, and a midfielder who can create the midfield battles and win them. If Partey can do that, probably he's going to become another Gilberto Silva and Patrick Vieira. But according to Amand Traore, he says no, Arsenal, go for him. He's another Patrick Vieira. What do you think about that? I don't know. Els Matila now is confirmed. Wolves are not going to be taking our blood. They are not going to be taking our player. He's going to stay. We have suffered with Els Matila now right from the start, growing slowly until where we want him. And now the bloody foxes want to just come and take him. That is not going to happen. Wolves, just go, get out of here and get something to do, blood. So Ousmane now is going to be staying at Arsenal. However, that means that PSG are very, very close to taking Hector Bellerin at 25 million pounds. Goodbye, Hector Bellerin. That's all I can say. I don't think Arsenal is really going to miss the services of Hector Bellerin. If we have Cedric, we have Els Maitland-Niles, why not let Hector Bellerin move on to PSG? Of course, it's a big club. It will be a big move. I don't think him as a player can refuse, PSG. I think, he's lucky. He's lucky that, he's struggling at Arsenal, and of course, he's wanted by PSG. So probably can become a better player there. Let us stay with Els Maitland-Niles and Cedric. So PSG are very, very close to taking Hector Bellerin. What else did we talk about? Messi wants Coutinho. Oh, this is bad news. Now, amidst all the things I've been thinking about, I didn't think about Messi intruding in this deal, because Messi has his own his own problems, and he wants to leave, and Barcelona are telling him anyone who wants to get you has to pay 700 million, and the player wants to cancel his contract. So there are so many things around Messi. But now he says if he's going to stay, he wants Philippe Coutinho as well to stay at the club. So that may be one of the problems that Arsenal are going to face in this deal. We had we had went in with Matteo Guendouzi and the 45 million pound deal for Barcelona, but it was bounced. Probably Ronald Koeman plans on using him. Let us wait and see that. This is the early Arsenal paper talk, and thank you for joining me once again. What did we look at? Amantra Warre says Arsenal should sign Partey because he looks like another Gilberto Silva and Patrick Vieira. Fans are back in the pitch on the 3rd of October. Arsenal will be welcoming 15,000 fans. Make sure you're one of them. Dani Ceballos' announcement is very, very imminent this week or early next week, according to Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal are going to be announcing the man Dani Ceballos. Messi wants Coutinho. Maybe we might actually miss out on Coutinho, but at least we have some hope with House and Hour. Els Maitland-Niles is going to stay, meaning PSG's Bellerin deal is very, very close. My name is Kosi, and why not allow me to get out of this place? I'll come back with Philippe Coutinho deal and House and Hour news. Those are the two stories I'm coming back with. And of course, don't miss the live show at exactly 5 p.m. Miss you lot.